Medal rounds for the NSWCA Girls Wrestling Championships here at York High School. Thanks for joining us on Strive TV. Don't forget, we do have the Roku app, so if you are at home, you have the Roku device, and you're trying to watch it on your laptop as well, hey, don't forget, if you already got Roku, then you can do a free download of the Strive app and watch this wrestling and all of the activities and events going on Strive TV, absolutely free of charge. Check us out if you haven't already. The Strive Roku app, it is available. We are into the medal rounds. We are wrestling for third place and for fifth place. We'll try to let you know what is what on the mat right now. Actually, on all the mats, we have fifth place matches going on right now. Mat number 1, bottom left of your screen. That's Michaela Bivnovnes of Amherst taking on Tace Blake of Battle Creek. Again, that's for fifth place at 109 pounds. On mat 2, which is the top right of your screen, that's Riley Hahn of Weeping Water taking on Gina Gonzalez of South Sioux City. Fifth place match at 103 pounds. In mat 3, which is the top left of your screen, Cora Ellis of Lexington taking on Lily Gomez of Red Cloud Blue Hill. That is the fifth place match at 117 pounds. Third place and fifth place matches, like we said, coming up. They're on right now, going on as we speak. Then a short break. We will be taking up mat 1 so that we can prepare the awards medal stand. And then we'll be into the championship round for the NSWCA Girls State Wrestling Championships. Coming up on mat 2, Diana Cervantes of West Point Beamer taking on Maddie Pineda of Schuyler. That would be a third place match at 117 pounds, just getting underway right now. They're on mat number 2, top right of your screen. Bevanus and Blank on mat 1, fifth place match there at 109. You see Bevanus with a 5-3 lead there in the third period. And the top of your screen is mat 3. That's Pacey Lee of Nebraska City taking on Carly Wemhoff of Schuyler. And it's Wemhoff with a 3-0 lead and looking for the pin in the second period. Got it. So up there on mat 3, a pin for Carly Wemhoff, the freshman from Schuyler. She will finish in third place at 132 pounds. Mat number 1, that's Bevanus of Amherst, leading and in control late in this third period. Over Blank of Battle Creek, that's a fifth place match at 109. underway on mat 3. Yohale Quinones of South Sioux City taking on Taylor Roach of Amherst. NSWCA, that stands for, if you're not familiar, the Nebraska Scholastic Wrestling Coaches Association. It was established in 1975, and this the second year that the NSWCA has put together a girls' state wrestling tournament here at York High School. So happy for us to be a part of it. Some fun stuff, obviously some really good wrestling. And, wrestling crowds, I have found it does not matter what gender is on the mat. The crowd is the crowd, and the crowd knows what they're doing. So, again, all the matches you're watching right now, third place and fifth place matches. Then we will have another break and get set up for the championship matches. Yet to come. I would expect that to start somewhere shortly around or just after the 3 o'clock hour.
Pumpkin Pantry, the only thing more surprising than our variety of name brand snacks is the variety of people who walk through our front doors. And at this point, nothing you ask for surprises us. From tube chips, tri-cornered tortilla crisps, icing bluffs, pressurized buttery corn puffs, meat missiles, small people covered in sour crystals, protein cocoon, pizza chews, tree sprites, chocolate stripes, stuff we can't advertise. Sweet, salty, also sour. Adolescent jet power. No matter who you are or what you're craving, we got it. Pump up your day at Pumpkin Pantry.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
Daniel McIntosh. I work for Truck Center Companies Columbus, and I'm a technician. I've always been interested in being a mechanic and working on stuff. I actually learned about this job through a friend, and he said it was a great place to work, so I decided I would apply, and I love it. It's good pay and good benefits, and I like my hours that I work. I like my weekends and stuff that I get off or my days off. And the other technicians in the shop were really good about answering any questions and helping out anytime I needed help. They also sent me through the TAP program in Omaha, and that was a lot of help as well. I learned a lot going through that program. I would highly recommend this job to some younger kids or some like high school students or even some other techs that have been doing it for a while.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
In York this afternoon for the NSWCA Girls State Wrestling Championships. My name is Eric Olga. Thanks for joining us today. We've got York High School students helping out with the production. That will change just a little bit once we get to the championship round. But right now you are seeing all of the matches of third and fifth place matches. So everybody's wrestling for third and for fifth right now on the mats. On mat number 1, which is the bottom left of your screen, that's Alexa Olvera, freshman from Schuyler, taking on Markale Zeleny, a sophomore from Wahoo. On mat 2, that's top right of your screen, Zelina Zamora of South Sioux City taking on Madison Peterson of Crofton Bloomfield. And on mat 3, which is the top left of your screen, Corin Klein of Ord taking on Mila Posel of Ainsworth. That is on mat 3, that's a fifth place match at 142. On mat 2, that is a fifth place match at 124. And on mat 1, that is a fifth place match at 132. So we're doing the fifth place match and then the third place match for the most part as we go up in the weight classes. So that's where we're at with the matches on the mats for the Girls State Wrestling Championships. Again, you're watching girls action for the Girls State Wrestling Championships from the NSWCA. Thanks for joining us at York High School today. My name is Eric Allgood, Strong Sports Director. And we have got some great matches going on the mats as we speak. Everything you're seeing now is all a third place or a fifth place match. So let's get you caught up quickly. We've got third place matches on mat 1. That is Giovanni Blanks, a senior from Bellevue West, taking on McKenna Schramm, a sophomore from Fairbury. That's on mat 1 there on the bottom left of your screen. On mat number 2, Annie Bravo of Fremont taking on Gina Alba, a freshman from Schuyler. That is the fifth place match at 190 pounds. Then we have got mat number 3 is a fifth place match right now at 154 pounds between Cassidy Wortman of Creighton and Jacqueline Zamora of South Sioux City. So that's the matches going on the mats right now as we roll very quickly here through the third place and fifth place matches. A reminder that there will be a break coming up as they reset the mats for the championship rounds. Expecting that to start real close to maybe just after 3 o'clock coming up later on today. We'll have a varying coverage. Looking forward to that. Got the information sheets up here, and we'll be ready to go with some different camera angles coming up for you very soon for those championship rounds. Team scoring has been very close throughout the 2 days so far. Schuyler and South Sioux City, little bit of separation right now. Schuyler at 129, South Sioux City at 127.5. So they are literally a 2.5 points separate. Actually, I'm sorry, 1.5 points separated between Schuyler and South Sioux City. West Point Beamer was within a full point before this medal round started. They are now a little bit farther behind. West Point Beamer's at 116. Amherst is climbing up there. They're up to 102 as a team. So again, to recap the top 4 in the points team-wise, Schuyler first with 129. South Sioux City is second with 127.5. West Point Beamer third with 116. And Amherst is fourth right now with 102. Platteview at 71. Weeping Water at 56. And Pierce at 50. Round out your top 7 as of right now. And over there on mat 3, just had the pin there. It was a quick one, Darian Earth and Melissa De La Torre. And it was Melissa De La Torre of South Sioux City. I got the quick pin there for third place at 190 pounds. So mat 2 right now, Destiny Dami of Amherst taking on Yadira Morales of Schuyler. Going on there, mat number 2. That looks like it will be our last matchup before we get into the championship round. So we'll have a break coming up at the conclusion of this match. And then more wrestling. out there, or do we want to break down that part?
I know for sure that part.
All right.
But I don't know about that one. We've never had 3 cameras, I guess. I know that one was the farthest, because that's a cable.
Okay. Yeah. We'll plan on
Jalen went to the bathroom and Jake went to watch it.
we can start breaking down that. We're going to use that camera This is the last match. What you're watching, the third place match at 240, and it's Destiny Dami on top of Morales. Got the escape, actually got the reversal, I should say, after trailing 1-0, and then gets the pin in the final minute of the third period. So Destiny Dami, third place at the 240 weight class. Fantastic job by those two ladies. Seen both of them wrestle a lot here today, and yeah, that's a hard-earned and well-earned victory there for Dami of Amherst. So with that, I believe we are on to a short break, and when wrestling resumes, I beg your pardon. I think we got one more here. I think we do. Yep, we've got Marcella Limon of South Sioux City taking on Ashlyn Kropp of West Point Beamer. And there's Kropp trotted out there in the red and black, and then in the all black is Limon of South Sioux City. So this is the 5th place match at 240 pounds. Short work there for Limon. Marcella Limon of South Sioux City gets the 5th place victory over Ashlyn Kropp of West Point Beamer. Marcella there, 5th place at 240. So now the wrestlers take a very short break. We got to finish just a little bit of setup for the championship rounds, but those finals will begin here again probably just after the top of the 3 o'clock hour. So join us for the finals coming up from the NSWCA Girls State Wrestling Championships. NSWCA Girls State Wrestling coming up. So very nearly ready. On the mats right now, it is 103 pounds. Flavia Nagatani from Kearney High. She is a junior this year, 10-19. Career record 55-41. She is, as of yet, undefeated against girls. Your defending champion at 103 pounds. Wrestling for Coach Ty Swarm. What a fantastic job Coach Swarm and his staff have done for a long time out there at Kearney High. The opponent for Nagatani, Afton Stoos of Battle Creek. Afton is a sophomore, has a season record of 35-13, career record 57-15. Haven't wrestled yet, these two have. Not yet this year, so this is the first time these two have matched up. Last year, Stoos was a third-place finisher at 106 pounds. Nagatani in the green ankle band, up 2-0 here early on. And Stoos very nearly got a big-time control there. Nagatani able to evade that for a moment. 2 points, though, for Stoos. As we are inside the final minute of this first period, so 3-2, Stoos on top. Cody Wentz, the head coach there at Battle Creek. We mentioned both these girls underclassmen, so chance we could see them both again next year. And 2 points there for Nagatani in the green, going up 5-2. Get our scoreboard right as the end of the first period comes to a close. Testing out some different gear. We've got a wireless camera down there, Matt's side. And there it goes moving. That's how you know it's wireless, is that it will go up and move around, and we'll get Jalen set again and test out. You can actually see from across the way. Well, nope, not too soon. Nagatani with another one on the escape. So 6-2 for Flavia Nagatani, defending champion here at 103. And then Stoos gets the takedown. And Afton Stoos in control. Final half minute, second period. (6-4) after that little wrangle, and Nagatani trying to get away, and will. So an escape there for Nagatani, goes up 7-4, and then out of the mats. And the second period is going to come to a close there with Nagatani up by that count of 7-4. So to the third period they go. Nagatani working that shoulder under of Stoos. And out of the circle, back to the middle. Officials today have been rotating throughout. And now we're going to have some injury time for Afton Stoos. Gives us a quick second to say thank you to our advertising partners on Strive, including Pump and Pantry, Cornerstone Bank, Midland University, Truck Center Companies, and the Nebraska National Guard. All is well again. Very nearly nothing, no points though there on that exchange. But now we're going to get some back points coming for Nagatani. 40 seconds to go, third period. Flavia Nagatani, defending champion at 103, and she will defend her title with a pin over Afton Stoos of Battle Creek. Great match between those two. And a standing ovation for a two-time champion. So our next match coming to the mats, Raylan Wilson of Weeping Water and Brissa Figueroa of West Point Beamer. Underway at 109 pounds. Raylan Wilson of Weeping Water in the red and black. That's the mostly red, little bit of black stripes. She's a junior, 19-3 this year. Her total record this year is 26-15. A matchup of last year's championship. Or I should say a matchup of last year. They are split this year between Wilson and Figueroa. 17 pins this year for Raylan Wilson of Weeping Water. Again, this is a championship match at 109 pounds. There you get a good look at Brisa Figueroa of West Point Beamer, 24-2 on this year. 2-year record of 41-8. Last year here in the finals, of course, these two matched up, and it was Wilson winning the third place match. Also for Figueroa, second in 2019 at the AAU Nationals. Ray Maxwell and Kaylee Tomlin, the coaches for the cadets. Jeremy Strong, the coach for Weeping Water this year. Figueroa a 2-1 lead. And that is the end of our first period. Wilson up 3-2. And we'll call out of the circle and back to the middle. Knotted up at 3, but not for long. on the reversal for Figueroa, up 5-3 now. Closing seconds and right there at the end of the second period. Take a look at our handheld cam. It's a new thing for us. We're just trying some stuff out. So if it looks a little extra shaky, well, that's because it is. But we'll get that thing practiced on a few times. See what we can do with it. Good job by our York High School students, by the way, helping out on the entirety of the production minus what you hear, which is just me. And the reversal for Figueroa. And now, no, not quite. Not quite. We're going to go out of the circle there. Very close to for Wilson to get it right back, but she could not. So we've got a little over a minute left to go in the third period, and it's 7-4. Brisa Figueroa of West Point Beamer in the lead. And now looking for the pin. West Point Beamer's Brisa Figueroa trying to avenge a loss in last year's third place match here at States. Up 9-4 right now, but going to get 3 for the back points. So it goes up 12 and now 4 as Wilson gets the escape. So 12-5 with 24 seconds to go officially. Figueroa stays the aggressor and will get 2 more for the takedown and the pin and the finish. Brisa Figueroa of West Point Beamer. What a battle. What a battle. So now we're up to 117 pounds from Pierce, Callie Arnold, and from Amherst, Talia Thomas coming to the mats next. Callie Arnold from Pierce in the blue checkered singlet. 13-6 this year. These two have matched up once before. Arnold getting the best of Thomas 6-3. Les Painter and Grant King matching the blue plaid on the far side. You see them on the far side of the corner coaching match for the Blue Jays. Arnold and Thomas. No score here as we approach the end of the first period. And the second period now underway. Out of the circle, no points there. Talia Thomas of Amherst in the red and black, 17-1 this year. Career record of 20-3. Fifth place a year ago was Talia at 106 pounds. And the first 2 points scored by Thomas of Amherst. Two-one, Arnold on top. Final seconds here of the second period. And the takedown for Thomas. Final seconds. Can she beat the clock and get the pin? No. She will get the 3 points for the near fall, but not quite to get the pin. So on we wrestle, 6-2, as they will head to the third period. And the reversal, now 8-2. Thomas looking to finish it. We got a great angle of it, and the finish for Talia Thomas. Talia Thomas of Amherst with the victory. So now coming to the mats, a matchup you would not normally see if this was anything but girls wrestling, where we have one class, Omaha West Side versus Scribner Snyder. Reagan Rossetter of Omaha West Side is 15-1 this year as a freshman. Couple of victories for Rossetter over Christian Schellenberg over the year, 6-1 and 6-5. Schellenberg this year. I'm sorry, it was a victory for Schellenberg over Rossetter. I'm reading this backwards, my apologies. Schellenberg winning over Rossetter 6-5 at the Weeping Water Invite. 12-0 freshman season for Kristen Schellenberg of Scribner Snyder. Has the Trojan logo there still on the back. And out of the circle. So, end of the second period, 2-1. Rossetter on top of Schellenberg, 124 pounds is where we're at for the weight class. (4-1), Rossetter on top. Only loss of the season for Rossetter at the hands of Schellenberg. 6-5 was the score at Weeping Water, but Rossetter up comfortably, at least right now. But is there anything that's really comfortable if you're a wrestler? Final seconds here of the second period. 4-1, Rossiter on top. And that will be the end of the second period. Final 2 minutes of the season for these two. Schellenberg of Scribner Snyder and Rossiter of Omaha's West Side High School. Back to the center we'll go. Under a minute to go. Rossiter got the 4 points back in the first period. And while there hasn't been the scoring, has controlled this match throughout. And now the final 30 seconds. And that's going to do it. Reagan Rossiter of Omaha West Side High School is your state champion at 124 pounds. So that will move us on to 132 pounds. Reagan Galloway of Amherst and Phoenix Jensen of Platteview next up. This is the 132 weight class. Reagan Galloway of Amherst, a sophomore, 13-0 this year, 17-0 on the season. Already this season, 2 pin wins against Jensen. 2020 state champion was Reagan Galloway. She was also voted the outstanding wrestler and also had the least amount of wrestling time a year ago with 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Don't blink, this one might be over quick. Galloway goes for the throw, but Jensen evades it and actually has the 3-2 lead. Phoenix Jensen from Platteview, a sophomore, 20-2 this year. The 2 losses, like we said, to Jensen. She was the 2020 126 girls runner-up. She's also been a boys varsity letter winner in 2020. And she's a state cross-country qualifier. And she's a 4.0 honor student. Phoenix Jensen of Platteview High School. Right now, though, it is Galloway of Amherst up 4-3. Minute 5 to go in the first period. And now Galloway Looking for the pin and gets it. Regan Galloway wins it by pin. That's the third pin win for Galloway this year, and she will repeat as a state champion. And the win over Phoenix Jensen. So coming up next, 142, Maria Barnes of Ogallala, Sage Miseves of West Point Beamer. Maceras of West Point Beamer. Maceras there in the red and white and black on the far side, coming to the near side in the black and white with some orange of Ogallala is Maria Barnes. Maceras of West Point Beamer, a junior this year, 18-4. First meeting between these two. A year ago at 145, a state medal for Maceras. Kaylee Tomlin and Ray Maxwell, the head coaches for the cadets. Maria Barnes from Ogallala, 12-2 this year. These two have not wrestled against each other anyway. Maria also a cheerleader to her second year as a cheerleader. So when not cheering, wrestling for Coach Stokely and Bill Redinger. Give one to Barnes for the hold on Maceras. Barnes of Ogallala in the black with the white on top right now and in the green ankle band. And we're going to be out of circle, go back to the middle. Final seconds, first period, and that is going to be the way we end. Maceras on top of Barnes 2-1. No points there at the end of the period. And the escape right as we switch the camera. 3-1 now, Barnes on top. Looking for the pin. Maceras, we're going to get an injury timeout. The 3 points going to be awarded for Sage Maceras, but Maria Barnes shaken up. Good to see Barnes back on her feet. And back to the action. A little over a minute to go here in the second period. 6-3, Maceras in the red and black and white of West Point Beamer on top of Maria Barnes from Ogallala. Barnes trying to wrangle away, and she will get one for the escape. Final second period. Barnes had the right grip for just a split second, but good job by Maceras to get out of that and preserve a 6-4 lead as we go to the third and final period. Barnes again in a good position there, but can she get that leg? Not quite. Maceras nearly gets that herself. And now will be 23 seconds to go. And Barnes goes for the shoot. Trailing by 2. She gets the 2, tied at 6. Final seconds. Officially 2 seconds, 1, and that will be it. So Barnes gets the takedown in the final seconds. And we will go to an extra period. 1 minute on the clock. Barnes goes for the shoot again. Looking for control. Not quite. Maceras had the head. There's the 2, and Barnes with a victory. How about that? Maria Barnes trailed almost the entire match. Gets a late takedown, and then the initial takedown there in the overtime period. What a job for Maria Barnes of Ogallala. So that will bring up our 154-pound weight class. On the right of your screen from Axtell, Tiffany Senf. And on the left from Schuyler, Evelyn Guzman. Guzman from Schuyler, 18-0 this year, 37-1 in her career. She is the defending 160-pound state champion for Coach Mark Wemhoff. For Tiffany Sneff of Axtell in the black and purple, she is 9-0 this year as a freshman. And she has the distinction of calling herself forever and always the first female wrestler in Axtell history. And she has the quick 2-0 lead here in the opening period. The escape there for Guzman, 2-1. Senf on top. And now Guzman gets a leg. No points there. There's the takedown. Guzman gets the full takedown. Final seconds here of the first period. And Guzman looks like she will be taking that 3-2 lead into the second period. Now you see a little extra work on the nose there for Tiffany Senf of Axtell. In fact, we are going to count blood time here during this between period break. Let's us let you know that today's Girls State Wrestling Championships are brought to you in part by Pump and Pantry, Cornerstone Bank, Midland University, Truck Center Companies, and the Nebraska National Guard. Always fun to be here at the Duke Dome at York High School. Lots of activities going on across the Strive TV network today and tonight. A lot of conference basketball tournaments that'll be wrapping up, including just down the road in Aurora where the Central Conference will be going. Myself, I'm heading to Shelby at the conclusion of this event for the Crossroads Conference Basketball Championships. So if you really, truly enjoy the sultry sound of my voice, I guess, find me on the Shelby Strive channel later on tonight. So we're just about ready now for period number 2. That is Guzman of Schuyler up 3-2 on Senf of Axtell. Guzman, a defending champion, 18-0 this year, 37-1 in her career. We mentioned Senf as a freshman, 9-0 this year, and the first female wrestler in Axtell history, and looking to be the first state champ. Oh, nearly had it. Guzman fighting strong so far off her back, but Senf in a good spot still. Now Guzman does get out of there, so we'll get 3 for the near fall for Senf. Now Guzman's looking for the reversal. 7-3, Senf on top. They will get the 2 for the reversal for Guzman, now 7-5. And we've got 1:05 to go, and we're going to get another blood stoppage here for Tiffany Senf. I want to say thank you to York AD Tyler Herman as playing host today for the York High School facilities. If you haven't been to the Duke Dome, it's the original gym's here, of course, has been here for a while, but we have a new Aux gym that's not that old, 6-7 years now? So it has really made this a top-notch facility for wrestling tournaments, basketball, whatever else activities the Dukes are hosting. So thank you, Tyler, for being an ever gracious and hospitable host. Back to the action. Senf in the black and white. Guzman looking for control on a takedown. Nope, was already there. And then Senf gets out of the circle. And now Senf looking to get over the top on Guzman. Gets the reversal, waiting for it, there it is. 9-5 for Tiffany Senf. And so we're gonna get the illegal hold there on Senf, so an extra point coming there for Guzman. So now 10-5. 13 seconds to go here in the second period. Did the points happen? Officials will say 1 for Guzman. 10-6 as we will go to the third period. Now Senf, the aggressor to start the third period. Guzman gets the reversal. Now within 2. Lots of time yet to go. And now we're going to get a little blood stoppage there for Tiffany Senf. That might actually be, yeah, see the clotting apparatus there on the ground. We won't make you look directly at that. Also need to say a big thank you to Levi Loof, who is the Strive sponsor amongst many other duties for the York Dukes here. And so Levi was gracious enough to get a lot of the equipment set up, all the cameras set up at the beginning of the day. And we've had some of the kids, of course, move some cameras around, and one manning the wireless camera as we go now too. And then, of course, we have to say the biggest thank you, perhaps, to Norm Manstead. Of course, if Norm wasn't around, we're probably not here talking about girls wrestling in the state of Nebraska right now. We're not talking about wrestling in the same vein for anybody in the state of Nebraska, perhaps, if Norm Manstead isn't around. Norm, a fixture in the wrestling community for over 50 years now. And as the head of the NSWCA, was instrumental in getting us at Strive here to this event, and it has been a ton of fun here today as we've crowned 6 champions so far, 4 yet to go. We're 1:17 and counting here to go in this third period. Tiffany Senf of Axtell leading 10-8 over Evelyn Guzman of Schuyler, but Evelyn has scored the last 4 points of the match. And now 45 seconds to go. Senf looking for that outer circle, and Guzman wants to bring her back, but we're in the closing seconds. The time you see unofficial on your clock, but the score is right, and Tiffany Senf of Axtell will win the 154-pound weight division. So Tiffany, the first female wrestler in Axtell history, becomes their first state champion in school history as well. So that brings us to 174 pounds. Aridiana Zamora of South Sioux City High School taking on Kaylee Ricketts of Wahoo. Zamora of South Sioux City will be on the far side wearing the red ankle bracelet, and Ricketts of Wahoo in the blue and black singlet wearing the green ankle band. £170 champion a year ago was Aridiana Zamora, 18-0 this year, 36-7 in the career. Kaylee Ricketts from Wahoo is 10-0 this year. These two have not met each other, but Ricketts, a sophomore, has pretty good pedigree behind her, though. 2019 preseason TWCA champion. She was first team World of Wrestling All-Star team in 2019, and in 2020 was on the Reno World's runner-up. Ed Rainey and Darryl Foster, her coaches for Kaylee Ricketts of Wahoo. Aridiana of Zamora of South Sioux City High School. We mentioned 18-0 this year, 36-7 on her season. A defending champion in this weight class from a year ago. Evan Bonnet and Jake Rinkin, her coaches. 2-0 for Ricketts of Wahoo. Two there for Zamora. Final 45 seconds here of the second period. We are tied up at 3. 11 to go. 5-4, Ricketts on top. And now we're going to get a stoppage there for Kaylee Ricketts. She's leading 5-4 here. Minute 10 to go in the third period. NSWCA Wrestling today brought to you by our advertising partners, Pump and Pantry, Cornerstone Bank, Midland University, Truck Center Companies, and the Nebraska National Guard. Thanks for joining us throughout the day this morning and this afternoon. And Ricketts brought to her feet. Looks like she will be okay to continue. Zamora of South Sioux City in the bottom position. Ricketts on top. And Ricketts with the lead, 5-4. At least momentarily. Zamora went for the reversal, and now Ricketts was in control. Going to get 2 for Ricketts. She pushes the lead to 7-4. Zamora looking for the reversal. They will give it to her, 7-6 with 45 seconds to go. .25 seconds. There is one for Zamora. We are tied at 7. 20 seconds to go. Ricketts needs an escape. Zamora not going to let her. We're going to count down these final couple of seconds, and we're going to go to an extra period. So a minute goes on the clock, and it's sudden victory. First points to win. Zamora goes down. Ricketts gets it. And the pin and the victory. Kaylee Ricketts fights off the knee injury and gets the sudden victory over Aridiana Zamora. So our next match, and there's only one more after this. Emma Gomez of Hemmingford and Claire Pash of West Point Beamer. Gomez of Hemmingford 9-0 this year, 22-5 in her career. Gomez defeated Pash by pin at the Winnebago tournament this year. Gomez also was last year's girls state runner-up at 182 pounds. And she was the Midwest Classic champ earlier this 2021 year. On the other side, Claire Pash from West Point Beamer. She's a sophomore, 23-4 this year, 30-10 overall. Second place a year ago at 170 pounds. So these two in different weight classes last year. Pash was a runner-up, and Gomez was a runner-up. So somebody's got to be a champion. It will be one of these two. Out of the circle, so back to the middle. Pash of West Point Beamer has the black and white on the side. And in the red, black and white is Gomez of Hemingford. No points there at the end of the period. Don't forget medal presentations coming up at the conclusion of wrestling. And again, we only have one match after this, so we will get straight to the podiums and the awards presentations as soon as wrestling is done. Gomez of Hemingford getting a couple there, and then Pash flipping the tables. Pash is looking for a pin. And got it. Claire Pash of West Point Beamer with the pin of Emma Gomez of Hemingford. So that will bring us to our final match of the day. Zariah George of Winnebago is 15-0 this year and 27-1 on her season, or on her career. She was a state champ a year ago at 195, and she was the first state champ for Winnebago for the wrestling program. She is matched up against Madison Martinez of Fremont. Madison is 11-5 this year, 25-7 for her career, but she is 0-5 all time against Zariah George. Madison Martinez was an NSWCA state champ at 220 a year ago. She's also part of the National Honor Society, and she is an RHOP scholarship winner. That is I forget exactly the full term, but I do know it has to deal with rural hospitals and scholarship opportunities. So rural hospitals always in need of good doctors, and perhaps one day Madison Martinez will be your family doctor. Zariah George of Winnebago in the white and blue. Madison Martinez of Fremont in the white and black. No scores. We're into the second period. Zariah George has in her notes that she'd beaten Madison 3 times. Madison has in her notes that she's 0-5 against Zariah. So I guess the point is Zariah hasn't lost yet to Madison, whether it's 3-0 this year or 5-0 all time, however you'd like to look at that. Now George going to get some back points on Martinez. The final seconds of the period. Will the pin happen? It does! With 1 on the clock, Zariah George will repeat. And that, folks, is your wrestling for today. Congratulations, Zariah George, on the victory there over Madison Martinez, getting the pin at the very end of the second period. We have got the medal presentations coming up for you very, very soon. Stay tuned for that. 1500.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about as horrible as anything I've seen.
I think the part-time camera might be more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that doesn't include the camera. That's just the wireless part.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to or I'll also beg the room.
There you go. Yes, I'm unplugging everything about those would be great.
You want me to shut it off? Start it?
Just close them down. That'd be good. And I'll unplug those. We'll leave everything else to the end. Leave everything else as far as the network stuff for me. Yeah, you can get them unplugged from there.
The wireless camera just died. Oh no! Like the camera did. Yeah. Oh no. Does that one have battery? It should.
apologize about that, folks. Our wireless camera died just at the very end as we were getting to Zaira. So we will get back to some of them. They're going to line up all of the champions here in just a moment. And so we'll show you that, at least from the side. There is Norm Manstedt, the longtime head coach at Clark's in High Plains community for the wrestling program there, and a huge advocate for the Nebraska School Wrestling Coaches Association. See him down there front and center with the champions this year.
Right at the very last. Okay, well, I'll take that.
So while Coach Manstedt gets everybody lined up, again, we want to say thank you for joining us throughout the day today on Strive TV's coverage of the NSWCA Girls Wrestling Championship. 10 champions crowned, but everyone in this gym today has been a winner. Girls wrestling, an emerging sport for the NSAA. Hopefully it gets those last couple of votes and gets over the top this spring and becomes an official sport in the state of Nebraska. But don't tell these girls that this wasn't official, because this is a heck of an accomplishment to be a state champion in whatever event you happen to be in. It doesn't matter if you're a girls wrestler or a boys basketball player or a volleyball player, football, track and field. If you've made it to this point, you have done some pretty fantastic stuff. So again, we want to say thanks for joining us here this afternoon on Strive TV. My name is Eric Allgood. We say so long from York. Until next time, from the Girls State Wrestling Championships for the NSWCA, good night.